Was at one time the inner healing of the soul, and it's very similar, but it's different because it's changing culture and it's changing a place of today, and I really want to encourage that, if you have that weekend off, like for $20 to have this amazing show going on and emotions and everything else, why would you want to miss that? And people say, well, I don't know if I'm suffering with anything. Well, you don't need to suffer anything to go here. This will actually help you to understand people, and it will help you understand why people go through what they go through, and it will help you to lead them in the right direction for healing. So this is for everybody. And detoxing the soul is this. I had a revelation through a good pastor friend of mine from Alberta, and they were talking about how life becomes toxic in us. It's just like if I give you a glass of water, and if you were thirsty, you would drink it, wouldn't you? Anybody here?
Yes.
Would you drink a cold glass of water if you drink it? But if I took it out of a place and scraped bugs off of it, and you saw me do that, and it still looked clean, would you take it then? Probably not, right? Not as easy. And sometimes with our life, we have things hidden that people that can't see or we don't understand, and it's toxic to us. And it becomes toxic, and the water, if you would test the water, it would test differently than it looks. Wouldn't you agree? And that's how humans are. And that's what detoxing the soul will be about, is we look fine sometimes, but inside, something is toxic in us. And we need to deal with that toxic so that we can become purified and the river can flow out of us. John 7:38, the life of living waters will flow through us. That's what it's about. It's about getting into the place of dealing with the things that we have said to ourselves. We could be dealing with inner vows, and people don't realize what words can do. Words can actually harm you for life if you don't deal with it. Even good words can harm you for life. If you say, I'm just happy with $40,000 a year, guess what? You probably won't make much more than that if you keep that as a confession. That vow has to be broken. Say, no, God, you are unlimited. So I'm just giving you something simple there. Sometimes we are a bitter root expectancy. We already, because of our lifestyle, because of what we go through, we already expect bitterness. We already expect something from someone else, then we normally wouldn't have to. So if someone else heard it, well, what makes you, pastor, any different than that pastor? It's a bitter root expectancy. We need to break those things. And it's so important to get that toxic out of us, because if we don't get the toxic out of us, we can't move forward in Christ Jesus. You have no excuse for coming unless if you have something important to go to. Great things happen. So I want you to share it. And if you can't go it, why don't take it along and just share it with somebody? So even this, if you say, hey, I need a couple copies, then give us some time. We'll email copy to you so you can print them off, whatever. Just let us know how you want to get them to share with people. Wouldn't it be great just to fill the house and start seeing healing in people's lives and Christians to find purpose and destiny, to get rid of toxic and just remove that? I would think it would be great to do that. And so let's get ready. But also, now that I'm here,